Some important points. I suffer from depression, mostly because of things I've gone through with them. My mother is narcissistic, and my father always takes her side. I've been physically, verbally, and psychologically abused. They never consider any of it. Everything is my obligation, because they brought me into this world. With that being said, let's go to the topic. I am a 33-year-old woman, about to finish building my house to move in with my daughters. All that's left is for the electrician to wire the house. And he quoted $500 for the job. I agreed, and he's scheduled to do the wiring in a few days. My father, 65, was going to lend me his credit card to pay for this service in installments, and I was going to lend him money to repay a loan my mother, 60, took out for them to cover their garage. All was set. Yesterday, I had to take my eldest daughter, 4, to the doctor for a routine checkup, and I asked for that same card. He lent it to me, and I barely spent $50 on it. I always pay back whatever I spend on his card before using it. I consult my expense spreadsheet to make sure I can afford what I need. Everything I buy is necessary, nothing frivolous. I've bought things for my house or my daughters, like milk, diapers, and always paid. When I arrived downtown, I called to let them know I'd arrived. My daughter's father asked if I could go to his place to bathe and prepare her for school while he cooked for her. I asked if it was okay, considering they had my younger daughter with them. She shouted at me on the phone, and I said okay and left. When I got there, they didn't listen to me arriving, and my father was bad-mouthing me to my mom about using his card, despite never failing to pay, as it's my obligation. I informed them that I won't use the card anymore, and will pay the electrician with cash. However, I won't be able to lend money for the loan payment. Then she started creating drama, saying she's sick and trying to maintain the household balance, calling me selfish, as if I should act like everything is fine with them cursing me for no reason, considering I've always fulfilled my obligations and lent money. So let me ask you, am I a jerk for not lending money to my mother to pay off her loan?
Hello, Sai here. I'll be very direct here. Get your own credit card. But first things first, there's some important things that was said in the start of the video were actually at the end of her post. I decided to bring that info first because only saying those things in the end helped to put people on her side, making her parents look like awful people. And since this is a background information, I believe that it's fair to bring it first, instead of using it as a strategy to bring people to her side, and I will not comment on that or use this background info. In my judgment, I don't understand how and why she won't have her own credit card. She is an adult, 2 years older than me, who organizes her finances in a spreadsheet. Who does that? That's rich people behavior, and she is almost done building or reforming her house. Does this sound like a poor person to you? Because to me it doesn't. Why isn't she truly independent financially? I value independence a lot, and there is no reason for her to not be independent financially with this lifestyle. Remember that I said I wouldn't use the info that her parents are awful people. Well, I lied. If they are this terrible, why are you always going to them to ask for a favor that you can easily solve? Hello bank, I would like to make a credit card. They will send you one. And ask if your 4-year-old daughter needs one too. I think she is the jerk. Let's see what the comments section have for us.
And if they complain, let them know that with every complaint, the nursing home gets cheaper.
I laughed out loud with that comment, and I agree. It bothers me how parents are treated as entities beyond any criticism, perfect, deserving respect and everything you can offer, regardless of the mess they may end up creating.
I went through something similar and decided never to lend or borrow anything again. I have my credit cards tied to my bank accounts, and that's it. I don't lend anything to anyone or use others' belongings. Even if you pay on time, they'll still complain about the inconvenience. On the other hand, you'd also be at risk of having your name tarnished or being held hostage with bills in your name.
One thing that bothers me a lot is that I have a considerable amount to receive, which will come to me later this year. I haven't received it yet, and I don't make plans with it. I'm still waiting for the payment, but all they do is ask for it. Especially my mom, she keeps asking, saying I'll pay off her loan. She wants me to buy a house for her in another state, to move away from here. She's treating me like silk after I said I wouldn't pay her loan this month. And when it comes to money, she treats me really well.
Be careful not to be manipulated by them, especially when money is involved. It can spark certain reactions. Think about your future. Earning money nowadays is tough, and having savings helps a lot with various life needs, unemployment, changes, personal projects, etc. Money also reveals true intentions. If your mother changes for better or for worse because of your money, that's a huge red flag.
How do you manage to maintain contact with a narcissistic mother even though you're 33 years old?
I've tried various ways to distance myself. When I lived on my own, it was easier. But I've decided that once I sort out my finances in 1 or 2 months, I'll start therapy. I needed to figure out how to proceed and how to free myself from this burden that I carry and isn't my fault.
I'm sorry. You have a daughter, work, have an ex or boyfriend or husband I didn't understand, and you don't have a card?
I am receiving unemployment benefits. I returned from maternity leave and, after a month, I got fired. I don't have a credit card because when I separated from my ex, I had to buy furniture and appliances for the house. He didn't allow me to take anything except the stove and the washing machine. As I was in a tight situation, my name got restricted. And for now, I can't get a credit card. Understand, the issue isn't whether I have a card or not. It's that I frequently use his card, but have never failed to pay, so it's not fair to speak ill of me.
Now I understand. From the context of the text, it seems like this situation arose simply because you don't have a card. That's why I asked. If you had access to installments credit, this situation wouldn't even exist. But now I understand the situation better.
Yeah, now I understand too. But seriously, why not explain why she can't have her own credit card? Right at the start of the post, I hope she does put her life back on track and find a good therapist to help her to sever ties with her parents, or at least find out why she is this attached to them, even knowing that they are just bloodsuckers. But that's me. What about you? Did you see this plot twist coming? Let me know your opinion about this situation.